Hi, Leo. I love you, honey. So, thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm sure other Leos appreciate you too. Goodness. So, this is going to be an ancestor reading. Whenever you see it, it's meant for you to see. Will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's see. Holy angels, Holy spirits. To the divine above. Angels and ancestor gods for Leo. What would your ancestors like to talk to you about when it comes to you? High priestess, baby. Connect, connect. Oh, you are connected. Yes, high priestess. You're connected. You're plugged in. You're plugged. Your connection was successful. What do they want to talk to you when it comes to an external energy? They're mystified. It's curious of how you shining so fucking bright. How you still shining, Leo? Oh, your light mystifies them. If these ancestors to this external energy wants to talk to Leo's external, when it comes to your person, Leo, what would they want to talk to them about? Insecure. When? Divine feminine, divine masculine. Look at that. They're asking this person, why are you so insecure? Why are you saying no? Angry. Angrily saying no. Angrily. Whoa. They could be asking them, what is causing the insecurity? Why do you feel so insecure? What would these ancestors say to this person when it comes to you? Shocked. The tower. Stunned. Boom, shakalaka. A shocking revelation. Shockingly offended. They offended you, Leo. Maybe guilty of asking, why did you strategize so much? Why did you think about it too long? For Leo, high priestess, and yes. Well, let's do it like this. What is Leo's main energy in September? It's August, September. You're gonna vibe high. That's your. Leo energy never ends. The sun never dies. If the sun died, the world would die. But it's telling you, if you want to connect, the best time to connect is August and September. What's August, September about? A native narrative. We'll read it in just a moment. It's ancient wisdom through the beams of ascension. Oh my goodness. You could have ancestors seeing your beams from light years away. You must have opened something that nobody else in this bloodline could. What is the main energy for your external person? Next full moon. It's in reverse. In April. April. We're here now. Secrets are coming out in April, in May, very soon, happening now. What's happening now? It's up in the air. Within 6 months to next week to 6 months. Leo's not waiting 6 months. This is August, September. Not waiting till the winter or February. February is about 6 months. Won't work. Within 6 months next week, it come in again. In between a week and 6 months, up in the air, it's happening now. This time is not in set point. This person over here, this is April. It depends on the secrets that come out. What is the main energy for this external energy when it comes to the celestial oracle? Well, they have to go, they're going with an alternate reality because of deep wounds. Their real world is different than your real world. What they're used to is different than what you're used to. A Neptune energy in Scorpio, loyal, intuition, and mysterious. They are mysteriously going to find out what the spiritual realm's about and how they're going to do this. Psychic illusion. Confusion is going to make them think so much that their higher self is going to say, hey, that's enough. What is their higher self telling them? What are they telling them? Ooh, the thunder's rolling. What is their higher self telling them? What's the deep wounds about? They want this person to take an alternate reality. Those deep wounds, everybody's got them. Yeah, it's tradition. Are you shocked? They're shocked. They're shocked that this person is offended. There will be unexpected delays. Unexpected delays in the Hierophant. Spiritual awakening. Because of a message of negotiation of marriage. You have to be comfortable with being able to negotiate. The marriage card is that Four of Wands. That's spiritual twin. You got unfinished business here. It said it right there. So you have met your twin. Let's see, my love. For Leo. Holy angels, holy spirits, to the divine above. Angels and ancestor gods. For the Leos that watch this channel. So what they want to tell you, they've read you, baby. They have tasted every tear. They've heard every word. They've heard every thought. The ancient wisdom runs in your heart and the spirit breathes with your lungs. Strength conceived from above. They're sending you help. I don't know if you feel a hug or a kiss or something sometimes, because the beams, when you're sending them some kind of energy or information, this is a light code of an awakening, breaking old paradigms. Your ancestors are so proud of you. Look, the Hierophant, and so is the divine. A spiritual lesson at the crossroads. You wasn't sure what the crossroads was. You wasn't sure what you couldn't see. You understood that there was a spiritual blockage, but you didn't understand where it was coming from. It was hidden. From the divine hid it. King of Wands, Leo energy, or Masculine fire sign. The Masculine had secrets. That's why the next full moon is in reverse. Maybe the next full moon, that's when the secrets are coming out. Yeah. Leo, what is it here you did not see? What's in the Two Swords? Oh, the Lover's connection, the divine union. Oh my goodness, blocked. So the spiritual connection was blocked and you did not know why. You understood it had blockages, but you didn't see any from your side because you did everything right what you were supposed to do. 4 swords, 2 swords, that's 6 swords. The divine was telling you to go somewhere and find peace. You know, when you get the 5 swords, you know it's an internal challenge. You felt like your mentality was being tested and you was just trying to find peace within that. But you know that there's something here that the divine brought a blockage in this connection for a reason. and you understood it. So you just went somewhere and found something to do more productive than worry about something you can't change. What's the native narrative? Beams of ascension, my love. You got light codes here. Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. Look, trusting and being free. You're trusting and taking risk, because the Four of Cups, that's an offer of confusion. Maybe an offer from the divine through you, and something you didn't. Oh, the moon, the both bone. This is the secret. You wasn't sure what that offer was supposed to bring to you. You were going to make sure it was an offer from the divine, because you know the divine has kept secrets from you before. Your ancestors said, yeah, you're connected. You have been talking. So let's clarify this external energy. Mystified, shining bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond is the sun energy. Happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony. Nothing to hide. That's how this Leo in the reading is shining bright like a diamond. They've never lied, cheated, or stolen to get where they are. What is your ancestors wanting to tell you about this external person? Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. They could be struggling with what they're looking for. They're looking for some peace and contentment, some sort of small sign of the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is also adapting. But let's clarify the Two of Pentacles, because it can be just about anything. Let's see. External energy, Leo. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. You have 12 Swords. They're stressed and heartbroken. They're struggling with what they're looking for. They don't know what they're looking for because they haven't found their self yet. That's what this is right here. Because of the deep wounds and alternate reality. Don't sit there and cry. As long as you sit in that shit and keep sitting in it, scooting around, it's going to stink. Daggone. What would be the advice from your ancestors to this external energy, Leo? What would be your advice? Don't apologize. Page of Cups is in reverse. Or don't initiate emotion. Don't initiate emotion to the Strength card. Don't give the offer to Leo. They do not want you to offer to Leo. They don't want you to offer a communication and successful apology for the soulmate, Queen of Wands. Heartbroken. They don't want it. They're not accepting your apology for breaking the Queen of Wands' heart, the queen that you wished for. Your ancestors, I'm going to say right now, what would these ancestors want to do? If they was to see this person in public, what would they do? They're mad. They're mad at your external person, but they're proud of you because you saw it. You smelt the stink before it even started smelling. What they would tell this person, they're the ones, here's the Six Swords. They're the ones, this is the blockage. They're the ones that's been divinely guided. They've been told, and it's coming through the Five of Swords. They've been told time after time after time. Their intuition has said, get out, get out, get out, get out. They're not listening. This is the divine driving you away with the problems in your boat, where you can go forward and analyze each of these swords one at a time. What is that Six Swords? See? Emperor, get out. Going somewhere where you can find peace. On a throne. The Fool, to be free from either immature sexual initiations or just immature people altogether, flirtatious people. This is a masculine that is very handsome. He's very handsome. And he struggles with what he looks for because he gets a lot of flirtatious energy. So it's what the divine is telling this masculine to do. And this is what's blocking this connection from getting together, is what he needs to do. He needs to redirect that energy back to the person. Start returning this shit to sender. What they bring to you, take back, you know? Where's the feminine here? Strength card, strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment. Worried. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. She's worried about the new perspective. She's worried about being comfortable of the interest. She's worried about it being comfortable even if the interest takes place. Why is she worried? because of the soulmate connection. 2 cups. Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. She's worried because he come together with another woman. She knows. She's clear on that. That's what clarified her justified path. That's what got her to be clear on what her destiny was. Let's keep going. So your external energies, ancestors, insecure and win. Maybe let's ask and see what the question is, because you have divine feminine, divine masculine. Next full moon in reverse in April. We are in April. Maybe not waiting to the next full moon. Going ahead and telling those secrets. What secrets need to come out? What secrets need to come out? Well, the 6 of Wands, to successfully, publicly recognize the interest. There's the 7 Wands. Recognizing where one stands in a wish fulfillment to come together. So your external energy, yes, in a contract. Their ancestors are telling them you better be straight on what you're manifesting, because what you're manifesting, you're going to get your wish. What you're wishing for, you're going to come together with, will give you a different perspective of what you need to recognize on what you're trying to wish for. Wow. This is the alternate reality that they need to take because of deep wounds. Oh, so they're trying to say they're sorry for breaking your heart. So that's what Leo's ancestors are saying. Don't come in apologizing for breaking somebody's heart, because you didn't break Leo's heart, because Leo didn't give you that. Leo didn't give you access to their emotions. So therefore you didn't destroy their emotions. You just confused them. And the more they think, the more you learned a lesson. That's what this external person don't understand. What would these ancestors tell this person? What would be their advice today to successfully recognize that a new interest of a wish to come together? They want this person. It's at the crossroads. That's the spiritual blockage. King of Swords. This is what's going to cause them to ascend. They need to make a smart decision at this crossroads, because you've got 5 more swords. That conflict, that drama, competition, it's their own independent. They're competing with their own independence. Borrowing time from themselves that they don't got. What is the blockage? What is the blockage? This contract. Let's see. Look, justified contract, a change, a turning point on the commitment, the contract. I don't know why I've said it there 4 times, and see. Look, they try to, so this is an independent contract. Manifesting to end the cycle and level with the Queen of Swords. Okay, anytime you try to put an X into a manifestation, look what you did. You automatically put this world over top of the Wheel of Fortune. It locked you in. Don't ever involve an X in a manifestation. Only yourself. Don't, like when you're manifesting, I'm talking to your person, Leo, like when you're manifesting, don't say because somebody did something to me, I need to do this. Don't ever do that, because it's going to come back to you 10 times fold. Because it's a lover's connection that you're messing with. Yes. To end this cycle, it will be a challenge. There will be conflict. There will be competition. These connections don't come easy. You don't get these connections by picking out a doggy in the window. And that's what these ancestors want this person to understand. This is a justified contract for them to make a smart decision at the crossroads. And the crossroads that they're sitting on is that tower moment and offended. Something happened real quick and it offended them. And this is what they want to talk about when it comes to you. This is exactly where they should have took an alternate reality to be able to create and navigate to uncharted places. They were supposed to go somewhere where they'd never been. Because of they still carrying the deep wounds, clearing emotional blockages through crystals and things. I just tried to say 3 words in one. Tradition. The divine brought unexpected delays so the messages of negotiation could settle comfortably, could be comfortable. Well, here's the negotiation. You have the lover's world. The lover's world. So the cycle is ended. So the Lovers connection, you're getting together whether you want to or not. Be reflected on through the mind, body, and the soul. Through heartbreak. Both of you did not come with emotion. Neither one of you come with emotion. And this person thought that just because they didn't have any emotion, that they reflected that on you, and that's what they want to apologize to you for. And your ancestors saying you don't need it. That's not what's going to help this connection. Let's bring your ancestors over here. Let's bring your ancestors over here. I've never done this in one of these before. What would Leo's ancestors say back about the Lovers, the World, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords? Being heartbroken, feeling emotionally sad, caused a soul reflection. The mind, body, and the soul, secluding. Justice, don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. Spiritually balanced heartbreak. Leo's ancestors agree. This heartbreak will be fixed with a spiritual balance. It's not a heartbreak that can be fixed here on earth. And in that Hermit, you have the Star. Through this stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights, that's the only way both of you is going to find spiritual truth. Hope, faith, balance, a renewal of a situation, being able to heal. You're not going to heal from on this earth. Look at this. You got the Three of Swords and the Star, the Three of Swords and the Hermit with the Star in there. These ancestors agree. For the last two readings, your ancestors are working together and you do not know it. There's someone here that's really connected you to the divine realm. They want to be connected to you, and your ancestors is saying, you're doing a good job. You know, maybe you don't know that you're going through a divine lesson because there's something else you don't know. It means the true sword is hidden. You know you're blocked from getting together with a lover because to get together with a soulmate, let's clarify who this Queen of Cups is. Your person could have got together with the water sign, or there's a Cancer wanting to reunite. Who is the Queen of Cups? Leo. Who is this Queen of Cups? Knight of Wands. She's a cheater. She's a cheater. She's a cheater. King of Wands. She's going to be the one that pushes the masculine to ascend of his interest. He's no longer going to be picking doggies in the window. He's going to be looking for women on thrones. Women that own their own car. Women that just do things for themselves. They don't expect you to open the freaking door because that's his judgment. That's that breaker 19 calling on the divine. Follow, can you hear me? They're going to have to stand up to their judgment. Making a stand. 5 Wands. They feel like their interest is being tested, the flirtatious. For example, this, and I'm saying masculine because you got the King of Wands there, and they're flirted with everywhere they go. I mean, they could stand tall the way they've exercised. You know, their boobs could be big or something. Not boobs, you understand what I'm saying. They just got a very tight muscle core, something like that. And women just, they lust. The lustful women, it's like bees to honey. And this masculine wants some bug spray. You understand? I don't know how else to explain it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to get you to understand the perspective. Mosquito repellent. So, if this King of Wands makes a judgment to make a stand, what will happen? Oh, somebody's about to fucking get busted. 5 Swords in reverse. He's not going to believe a fucking thing that's been said. The 5 of Swords in reverse is no longer allowing someone to mentally test you, this queen. He's not going to believe a word this Queen of Cups says. He doesn't believe a word in what she says. And it's that's what tests in his interest. That's what enlightened him on the one. That was the independent, happy, independent, self-sure, confident, and single. Let's see. Look. It's an independent secret that changed this masculine forever. That deep emotional, immense transformation. I mean, once the light bulb was turned on, even if you turned the switch off, the light bulb would still be on. What's in the sun for this masculine? He knows that Four of Cups, that he ignored the contract. His blessing was in the contract. He ignored it because he emotionally walked away. He was unemotionally fulfilled. He didn't feel good emotionally then, which caused him to analyze it. The more he looked into it, the more confused he got. Well, that was the secret. Oh, the sun and the moon. That was the secret that's going to be enlightened. Oh, look at that. He's reconsidering what's been hidden. Yeah, in the Wheel of Fortune, the justified turning point of defense. He's going to have to make a stand to make a change. Like you can't have change without movement. What kind of movement is he looking for? Leo. Page of Pentacles in reverse. False contracts with Queen of Swords. A false start with either a Libra energy or someone that's very quick-witted. Yeah. He ended up committing to her and loving her. Maybe for 4 years. Yeah, this was the karmic blockage. This is the karma, the karmic that blocked the blessings. It's either Capricorn, Cancer, or water sign or earth sign. Karmic level. This is what's causing him to level his intuition here on earth. So, for example, he's saying, and I'm just going to say this. For example, there's a masculine saying, Divine, I'm not coming to you disrespectfully. Say, like, this is my first time ever talking out loud to myself. I really feel stupid right now. Don't do that. But that's, that's what's happening. Is what you should do is say, listen, Divine, I'm new to this, and this is what I'm looking for. If you're real, and if you are a real connection, could you please show me a red dot somewhere? And within the next 24 hours, you're going to see a red dot. You're going to know your connection plugged. So this masculine is leveling what he knows in his intuition and what he sees here on earth. What does he see here on earth? They want to come in with this Page of Cups. Your ancestors say no. They have him blocked. Whoever this person is, your ancestors have them. They do not want them to come in with that cup of fucking love. It's probably Leo that, there's a fish in there. Did you know that Leo energy in the Native American world is a oh my gosh. I'll think of it. Let's go. I'll think of it. They're manifesting to be able to initiate to you emotions. They want to love you. That's the truth. They want to tell you the truth. You know why your ancestors don't want them to tell you the truth? Because they know that you want to hear the truth. But once you hear the truth, they're afraid that you will no longer spiritually commit. Ancestors, I promise you, the Leos that watch this channel, they will never go down that road ever again. Say it out loud so they can hear it from you. Making a stand, taking a stand. Look. Leo said, don't you worry, honey. Look, here comes the feminine. And there's her 10 cups behind. Let's explain what you're trying to tell your ancestors. This Knight of Cups, this is a friend. To trust someone with your emotions. You're going to make a stand whenever you're emotionally confused. And what you're going to do, Leo, this could be like a love potion number 7 or something. I don't know if you truly go out in the middle of the woods and you actually have a potion that you mix. But look at this. You have 7 cups with 7 straws to stir. You're looking for one to put your wand in. You want to go in there, for example, if you're looking for a red drink, you don't know if it's red because the color's at the bottom of the cup. And to see if it's red, you got to stir it. For example, you got 5 different colors. You don't see the color until you stir it. If you're looking for red and you accidentally dip your straw in a blue, how are you going to get that red again? You know, something like that. This feminine says, let me taste it. But she's not using anybody else's wand. She's got her own. If she fucks it up, that's on her. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this person is actually manifesting to be able to come into you. And that right there is what's causing the fucking tower. It's going to smack them right in the face. Your ancestors is saying, go ahead, try it. I dare you. It's a release. The only thing that's going to free them is the tower. They are not coming in until the tower happens. That boom shakalaka. So it's what they have to do. They actually have to find an alternate reality to heal their deep wounds, because it's not coming to you. Those wounds need to be healed before they get there. What are we saying? Yeah, the feminine's patiently waiting. She's abundant. She's sitting in cornucopia right now. She is. She's right there. She is abundified. The King of Cups, Scorpio energy. It would be the best thing that she would ever want to hear is for the masculine to passionately say that he had emotion for her. She's saying, do you know how many times I've thought that in my mind? Is what she's saying. And it's what she's also saying. She's found peace and contentment. She's peacefully planning and preparing to turn her back on things that's no longer serving her. So it's what she's done. She has spoken out loud, and or she's heard what he said. But she is not going to go to the level. She has mastered the low vibe and energy. You know, there's a difference between listening and hearing. She heard what he said, but she didn't listen. She probably listened to every 8 word. You have 8 wands, 8 pentacles. He probably shot her something, and she put the wand, and she put the pentacle up, and it stabbed it. Didn't come to her ear. She heard the vibration. She didn't hear the words. She was emotionally confused if she can trust it. Yeah. What did she master in this communication? Worried about the truth coming out? She said, what are you worried about? The truth coming out? You know what? That right there justified her fucking power. That right there, she laid on the line that she is one of those unfuckwithable queens. What is the strength card in justice for the feminine? Justice, the major arcana for 6 pentacles. This is a spiritual level. It's no longer on an earthly level. Kind of like new earth energy. Libra, Leo energy. It's a very for example, you got these balance scales. Look at that. Look what's clarifying this. They have to justify their love for you. You know what your ancestor said? If they want you, they have to actually go to them first. And you know who's going to lead them to them? Their own fucking ancestors. Their love for you, I don't know. You got the strength card, Ace of Cups, justice. You're the only one that helps them spiritually balance. There's your 11 wands. Your 1 wand balances their 10. Queen of Swords, 10 Pentacles. Could be a rich air sign. Let me see. I saw the Queen of Wands. Let me see what it is. Let me let it out like it's supposed to be. So that's what's carrying the burden on the new person. Look, clearly, this is going to be a clear perspective for this King of Cups, a masculine, to support his emotions with this Queen of Swords. He's going to have to assess what he invests into when it challenges his mind, his mentality. Something was challenging his mentality from the start with the Queen of Wands. Their ancestors are actually saying that they want them to look back. Where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong? Where's the divine feminine when it comes to the strength card and the ace of... Oh, she said, fuck you, devil. That's exactly what she said. See you later, one dater. She said, no. She said, you ain't coming in my home. My cups are full. She cannot let that hot air in. It would either deflate her balloons or dry her cup up. She said, devil, you ain't coming. She said, you go back to where the fuck you come from. 10 times fold. What is in that Two Pentacles chariot going forward with the struggle? She said, you go on and struggle with those responsibilities and leave my wand alone. Oh my gosh. She's telling the devil to shoo away from this masculine. A wish fulfillment to be free of this challenge. She wishes for the devil to free her masculine from these challenges of interest, flirtatious energy. He knows he looks good. He blushes sometimes. And then he feels unmanly because he fucking blushes. Lord Jesus, where's the masculine and the strength card, Ace of Cups? Oh, judgment. That breaker 19 calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? I want to let you know why this masculine is calling for judgment right now. He might actually be calling for judgment on his own family. Because they're trying to get into the feminine through the love for her. That's why it has to be spiritually balanced. Because if it's balanced here on earth, somebody might go to jail. When you get these ancestors woken up, I want to let you know these ancestor readings been hitting the spot you guys say here lately. I mean, they've been working together. Let me see what the judgment is. Earthly level. This judgment was on an earthly level. No, that's what I'm saying. See these balance scales? See these balance scales? No, honey. Having to pay back judgment. That judgment was thrown back 50-50. Taking a stand and reconsidering where somebody stands. You better back up, bitch, is what somebody said here. This masculine doesn't like how close the temptation come to the feminine. He's looking curious on how to block it. And the only way to block it is for him to go his spiritual path. And that's what's causing him to stress on what he's standing up against. Don't worry about it. If you walk by faith, you ain't got a damn thing to worry about. It's going to be a new perspective on speaking up. Once you know you're speaking the truth, what's going to cause you to hold back? If you're speaking truth, the only person that would hurt is the fucking liar. And that, my friend, is what is hidden in that page. That's why Leo's ancestors do not want this Page of Cups to come yet. They're saying, why would you apologize if the truth hasn't been told yet? What are you apologizing for? Now, when the truth comes out, that's when you can come in. That's what they're saying. That's what you have to be secretly mastering. A hidden focus. King of Cups. It's an emotional assessment. They want the masculine to ask themselves 7 important questions on where their emotions are. And if you write this shit down in a journal, you rip that fucking shit out, you take it to the sink and you burn it and you release it back from whence it came, you know? Indeed. Receive, release, yeah. And then you can independently start rebuilding your foundation. You'll be able to independently put those pieces of the puzzle together. A transformation. Either change to be able to be with the feminine, or transformation, transition, interfering with emotionally walking away. So that's 7 swords, 8 cups. That's going to leave 1 cup. Remember, the feminine is carrying her cup right now. It's going with her on the Wheel of Fortune. Following through with a wish fulfillment is an intuitive challenge. An emotion fulfilled within being challenged. Remember, the feminine is asking this devil to get off the masculine's back. What is that? What is the secret? It's trying to be apologized for. Let's clarify it here to see what they say. What was hidden? Bonafide soulmate, justified soulmates needing to be analyzed. Ooh. Started over as being friends. From the beginning, you trusted each other. From the beginning, you trusted each other. Your souls knew each other. It's like you've known each other for goodness. Say each pentacle is like 100,000 years. It's like you've had this many lifetimes together. You could not talk to this person for 500 years, and you meet them and say, hey, remember what happened yesterday? You remember what we did? And you're like, yeah, I remember. And you ain't seen nobody for 1,000 years. You know what I mean? It's your souls just recognize each other, trusted and loved. That's why your ancestors don't want them to come in the Page of Cups, because it was already to the Knight of Cups. A wish fulfillment. If you wish it, you gotta want it. This is somebody that broke from the feminine. They was wishing for something low vibing and got an intuitive feminine. And it's what that caused them to do. It caused them to end it and walk away. But this feminine, oh goodness. See over here, this feminine, she intuitively ended this because she took her emotions out. That 9 cups, that 8 cups, she's got her cup with her. Where's the masculine? He said emotionally fulfilled. Huh. Queen of Swords, Libra energy. He said he has to tell her the truth. But through his reflection, he knows there's no other way to do this. He's at a dead end. This is the only challenge that's going to free him from this Knight of Wands energy, is cheating in the marriage. She thinks that he cheated while they were married. But he don't want to get the feminine involved. And the only way to tell this other woman the truth, you didn't have sex with this person. The only way to tell this woman the truth is to get the feminine involved. For the feminine to tell her herself. That's the problem here. Leo's ancestors say, no, it's not Leo's problem. Woo! You have someone also here is waiting for the truth to come out about this Queen of Cups cheating. Once the truth out, they won't be the ones to blame. They don't want a separation to be their fault, because they've done nothing wrong. They just had things happen to them. They didn't know what to stand up for. So after all of this, what are they going to do now? The illumination, stagnation. Clarity will shine upon you again. Open your eyes and smile with new friends. Through your inner world, exploring internal places, consciousness creators of all your dreams. They're going to be leveling up what they see on earth on what they hear through heaven. And that right there, my friend, that's going to cause chaos, or it's going to create something. How you choose to live will be what you see. Divine aligned, or a chaotic state of mind. Whatever you manifest is going to come 10 times fold. Somebody's about to flip their own script. They've left some people back here thinking that they're going to do one thing, but whatever they're going to do, they're not. And they know, whoever this is, they know that they're not alone. They know that they only have many people that they've known in their life that can help them do something like this, because they couldn't fix it here on earth like you can through heaven. I love you guys. Ciao.